students. How are you? Hope all of you are fine and safe at your home. Students, now today we are start our next lesson number 17, Bismillah Khan, the Shehnai Maestro. Now before starting the lesson, students, here there are some questions like what are the different kinds of hobbies people have? लोगों की अलग अलग जो हॉबीज होती हैं वो क्या हैं? डू यू थिंक दैट म्यूजिक कैन बी वन सच हॉबी? क्या आप ऐसा सोचते हैं कि संगीत उनमें से एक हॉबी हो सकती है? डू यू थिंक अ हॉबी कैन बिकम अ लाइफ लॉन्ग परस्यूट? क्या आप ऐसा सोचते हैं कि जो हॉबी है वो किसी के जीवन के अंतिम समय तक साथ रहे? So all these answer we get in this lesson, Bismillah Khan, the Shehnai Maestro. So first I read this lesson, so all of you have to listen it carefully. Ustad Bismillah Khan was the undisputed jewel in the crown of Indian music. He had great love for his country. Unlike his peers, he did not go abroad for money and fame. He did not even leave his favorite city, Banaras, where the notes of his Shehnai rambled across the Kashi Vishwanath and Sankat Mochan temple and intermingled with the quiet waters of the Ganga. Shehnai for the maestro was a way of life. Had it not been for his godly devotion to music, Shehnai would have remained confined to ceremonies like marriages and cultural events. Now, born in a poor family in Bihar on March 21, 1916, the Ustad was aware of his humble origins. This reflected in his behavior and his conduct towards others. For Bismillah Khan, the connection with music began at a very early age. His ancestors were court musicians in Dumraon in Bihar, and he was trained under his uncle who was a Shehnai player at Kashi Vishwanath temple. His first award came at the age of 14 as the best performer at the All India Music Conference in Allahabad in 1930. On the first Independence Day, 15th August 1947, he played the Shehnai for Free India from the ramparts of Red Fort at the invitation of then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Awards and recognitions came thick and fast. What marked Bismillah Khan from his famous contemporaries was his simplicity and his disregard for their riches that came with fame in the field of music. Till the very end, he used a cycle rickshaw to travel around Banaras. Bismillah Khan won't just be remembered for elevating the Shehnai from the instrumental heard only in weddings and Naubat Khans to one that was appreciated in concert halls across the world. His life was a testimony to the plurality that in India, a practicing Muslim in his younger days, he would take a daily dip in the Ganga after a wrestling bout in Beni Bagh Akhada. Every morning, Bismillah Khan would do riyaz at the Balaji temple on the bank of the river. He personified real secularism. He was a practicing Muslim who offered namaz 5 times a day. Yet he had immense faith in Baba Vishwanath, Sankat Mochan Hanuman and Ganga Maiya, a devotee of Nad Brahma and an embodiment of Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb. He was a shining symbol of Indian secularism. Shehnai Maestro Ustad was so liberal and great in his area of activities that he defied description. Throughout his life, he abided by the principle that all religions are one. He was a devotee of Saraswati. He would lead the Muharram processions as well as that of the Ganga Puja in Banaras, playing the Shehnai while walking. He did not go abroad in search of greener pastures. Ustad was pleased to know that the government had decided to host a program at the India Gate to pay tribute to the unsung heroes of the World War I and for world peace and communal harmony. The program was, however, cancelled first because of his ill health and then because of the security threat. A modest man of few wants, he preferred to live a Spartan life. His room on the top floor of his house had only a few things like a cot, a chair, an earthen pot for water and his shehnai, which occupied the place of pride right beside the master's bed. In 2011, Bismillah Khan became only the third classical musician to be awarded India's highest civilian honor, Bharat Ratna. This Indian legend and Shehnai maestro died of cardiac arrest on Monday, 21 August 2006. He was 90. With his death, an era has come to an end. Perhaps God wanted that instead of India Gate, the notes of Shehnai should reverberate at the doors of heaven. He has given a message that no religion is greater than humanity. So students, here we complete our reading of that lesson. So you have to read it at your home.